Okay. All right, friends, welcome to our Sunday devotional. Our topic today is joy and happiness, of course, with the current crisis that we're still in, the COVID-19 crisis, this global health crisis, and a lot of people still sheltering in place. A lot of people are having challenges. A lot of folks stuck in the same place for long amounts of time, and for that reason, there's lots of reason to have some good reason to be blue, to be a little bit stressed, depressed, all of those things. So with that, we thought we'd tackle the topic of joy and happiness today, also with it being Mother's Day, and happy Mother's Day again to all of the mothers. This is a good one because I think everyone, to one extent or another, has that feeling of, their mother is often a person who taught them a good deal about joy and happiness. So, and we'll have a special song at the end to celebrate the mothers a little bit as well. But how do we find joy and happiness in life? That is one of the challenges, and one of the things that is interesting is it's often through going through difficulties that we truly learn to understand, and even crises and suffering, all of those things where we truly learn the meaning of joy and happiness. And so that's really interesting. Also, by not focusing on ourselves, but on service to others is another key way that we find joy and happiness. So those are some of the themes that we'll explore together in the devotional today. And then, of course, we'll have time to share song and reflections afterwards, and prayers. So with that, we'll go ahead and get started on our first piece of music.
I beseech thee, to make my prayer a fire that will burn away the veils that have shut me out from thy I beseech thee,
With the joyful tidings of light, I hail thee. Rejoice, to the court of holiness I summon thee. Abide therein, that thou mayest live in peace forevermore. Baha'u'llah.
Grief and sorrow do not come to us by chance. They are sent to us by the divine mercy for our own perfection. While a man is happy, he may forget his God. But when the grief comes and sorrows overwhelm him, then will he remember his Father who is in heaven and who is able to deliver him from his humiliations. Men who suffer not attain no perfection. The plant most pruned by the gardeners is that one which, when the summer comes, will have the most beautiful blossoms and the most abundant fruit. The laborer cuts up the earth with his plow, and from that earth comes the rich and plentiful harvest. The more a man is chastened, the greater is the harvest of spiritual virtues shown forth by him. A soldier is no good general until he has been in the front of the fiercest battle and has received the deepest wounds. Be thou not unhappy. The tempest of sorrow shall pass. Regret will not last. Disappointment will vanish. The fire of the love of God will become enkindled, and the thorns and briars of sadness and despondency will be consumed. Be thou happy. Rest thou assured upon the favors of Baha, so that uncertainty and hesitation may become non-existent, and the invisible outpourings descend upon the arena of being. Abdul Baha.
Be strong and of good courage. Do not be afraid, nor be dismayed, for the Lord your God is with you wherever you go.
You must live in the utmost happiness. If any trouble or vicissitude comes into your lives, if your heart is depressed on account of health, livelihood, or vocation, let not these things affect you. They should not cause unhappiness, for Baha'u'llah has brought you divine happiness. He has prepared heavenly food for you. He has destined eternal bounty for you. He has bestowed everlasting glory upon you. Therefore, these glad tidings should cause you to soar into the atmosphere of joy forever and ever. Render continual thanks unto God, so that the confirmations of God may encircle you all.
Anybody can be happy in the state of comfort, ease, health, success, pleasure, and joy. But if one will be happy and contented in the time of trouble, hardship, and prevailing disease, it is the proof of nobility. Abdul Baha.
Be happy. I want you to be happy. I want you to be happy. I want you to be happy. Be happy. I want you to laugh. I want you to laugh. I want you to laugh, laugh, and be happy. Be happy. I want you to rejoice. I want you to rejoice. I want you to rejoice, rejoice and be happy. I want you to smile. I want you to smile. I want you to smile, smile and be happy. Da 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 da. Yeah. Be happy. I want you to be happy. I want you to be happy. I want you to be happy. I'll be happy. I want you to be happy. I want you to be happy. I want you to be happy. Be happy.
Joy gives us wings. In times of joy, our strength is more vital, our intellect keener, and our understanding less clouded. We seem better able to cope with the world and to find our sphere of usefulness. But when sadness visits us, we become weak. Our strength leaves us. Our comprehension is dim, and our intelligence veiled. The actualities of life seem to elude our grasp. The eyes of our spirits fail to discover the sacred mysteries, and we become even as dead beings. There is no human being untouched by these two influences, but all the sorrow and the grief that exist come from the world of matter. The spiritual world bestows only the joy. Abdul Baha.
The Lord God will wipe away tears from of all faces. Isaiah.
Oh, Ivy, I'm going to unmute you. There you go, Ivy.
Okay. Many of the afflictions of the righteous, but the Lord delivereth him out of them all. Psalms.
Human happiness is founded upon spiritual behavior.
Yeah. Man is, in reality, a spiritual being, and only when he lives in the Spirit is he truly happy.
But those who wait on the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings like eagles. They shall run and not be weary. They shall walk and not be faint.
thee I repair for refuge. Toward all thy signs I set my heart. Unto thee I repair for refuge. Toward all thy signs I set my heart. Oh Lord, traveling or at home, in my occupation or in my work, I place my whole trust in thee. I place my whole trust in thee. Whether traveling or at home, in my occupation or in my work, I place my whole trust in thee. I place my whole trust in thee, trust in thee, oh Lord, oh Lord, trust in thee, oh Lord, trust in thee, oh Lord. Grant me then thy sufficing help, so as to make me independent, independent of all things, independent, independent of all things. Unto thee I repair for refuge. Toward all thy signs I set my heart. Unto thee I repair for refuge. Toward all thy signs I set my heart. Oh Lord, oh Lord, oh Lord, oh Lord. Whether traveling or at home, in my occupation or in my work, I place my whole trust in thee. I place my whole trust in thee, trust in thee. Trust in thee, I place my whole trust in thee, trust in thee, oh Lord, 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 trust in thee, trust in thee.
Let thy soul glow with the flame of this undying fire that burneth in the midmost heart of the world, in such wise that the waters of the universe shall be powerless to cool down its ardor.
Blessed and happy is he that ariseth to promote the best interests of the people and kindreds of the earth. Baha'u'llah.
Turn all your thoughts to bringing joy to hearts.
It behooveth you to refresh and revive your souls through the gracious favors which, in this divine, this soul-stirring springtime, are being showered upon you. The day star of his great glory hath shed its radiance upon you, and the clouds of his limitless grace have overshadowed you. How high the reward of him that hath not deprived himself of so great a bounty, nor failed to recognize the beauty of his best beloved in this his new attire. Baha'u'llah.
Tamara, would you want to read this one?
Sure. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Oh, okay. I myself was in prison. I myself was in prison 40 years. But thank God, during all those 40 years, I was supremely happy. Every day on walking, it was like hearing good tidings. And every night, infinite joy was mine. Spirituality was my comfort, and turning to God was my greatest joy. If this had not been so, do you think it's possible that I could have lived through those 40 years in prison? Abdul Baha. Where did you put
Okay, so this song is a song by Andy Grammer, who of course is a Baha'i, and his parents are both Baha'is. His father, Red Grammer, of course, a famous Baha'i artist, and his mother, Kathy Grammer, also helped write a lot of the songs that Red sings. And Andy Grammer, of course, has had many hit songs, very popular songs on the radio and pop charts. But he also lost his mother to cancer when he was, younger. And if you know that, you know that he mentions his mom in a lot of his songs. She comes up in many, many songs. And so this song is a song that he wrote for his daughter, knowing that his daughter would never get to meet his mother, his daughter's grandmother. So I thought this would be a good one to end on for Mother's Day.
High five. You never got to meet your grandma, did you? Every night I got you kissing on her picture. Cuts me up that you will never listen to the sweet, sweet sound of her voice. I could tell you she was quite the mixture of a mama and the shaman and the fiery pistol. Truth is, she's right there in you. She's a part of you, you don't have a choice. My dear, you will feel her. In your mind, you will hear her. And if she could use words, she'd say, beautiful, but don't you overplay that card. She'd say, spiritual, so don't ever forget that part. She'd say, you are so much stronger than you even think you are. Let your heart lead the way. That's what she'd say. Ooh, 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 ooh. That's what she'd say. Ooh, ooh, ooh. She said, take care of your sisters, I'm in the whole world. Spend your days trying to lift up other girls. You came with love, a purpose in your mother's curls. I'll be with you every step of the way. Hey. Don't live your life trying to blend this stick out. Trust your gut and don't you give in to those doubts. Remember, God is like the sun, he always comes out. It's when you think the dark's here to stay. My dear, you will feel her. In your mind, you will hear her. And if she could use words, she'd say, beautiful, but don't you overplay that card. She'd say, spiritual, so don't ever forget that part. She'd say, you are so much stronger than That's what she'd say. Ooh, ooh, ooh. That's what she'd say. Ooh, ooh, ooh. She'd say, listen to your daddy. In his voice you will hear me. I know he will sing my song to you. And know that I'm happy, and you'll always have me. I'm watching everything you do. She'd say, beautiful, but don't you over.
Sorry about that, friends. That it cut off that was the end, but I think the internet connection ended it a tad early. But that is all of our prepared program for today. So thank you all so much for being here. Yeah. Oh, who's got the Happy Mother's Day? Daniel Nazari. Very nice. Exactly. Happy Mother's Day to all. And hopefully that song was a good way to transition to out of our main program to some songs from Daniel Smith. If you have a couple for us. Excellent. All right. And then we'll open up for prayers and thoughts and reflections and any other songs that anyone would like to share. All right, Daniel Smith, take it away.
So I also picked a couple of songs for Mother's Day to sing for the mamas. That last song that you just played is I'm really glad you did. It's one of my favorite songs. It's super powerful. He has an amazing story about how he got that group, the Black Mambazo, to sing with him. They just happened to be in town. They're normally on the other side of the world. And he luckily got them in to record just for that day. But I also have a great story about that song. The first time I played it for my girlfriend, that's what got her to take me to visit her mom's grave. It was a really big day for both of us and for a lot of things. So yeah, that song is amazing and super powerful. I'm glad you played it. But let me stop crying so I can play. This song, come back. So sorry, I don't know where, there it is. I just learned this song today for Mother's Day because, that's what it's about. So here we go. Let's see how it goes. Little baby told God, hey, I'm kind of scared. Don't really know if I want to go down there. 'Cause from here it looks like a little blue ball. But that's a great big place, and I'm so small. Why can't I just stay here with you? Did God make you mad? Did you want me to? And God said, oh child, of course I do. But there's somebody special that's waiting for you. So hush now, baby, don't you cry. 'Cause there's someone down there waiting whose only goal in life is making sure you're always gonna be alright. Loving angel, tender, tough and strong. It's almost time to go and meet your mom. You'll never have a better friend, a warm touch to tuck you in. She'll kiss your bruises heart's gonna break. So hush now, baby, don't you cry. 'Cause there's someone down there waiting whose only goal in life is making sure you're always gonna be alright. A loving angel, tender through and strong. It's almost time to go and meet your mom. Now when she's talking to you, make sure you listen close, 'cause she's gonna teach you everything you'll ever need to know. Like how to mind your manners, to love and laugh and dream. And she'll put you on the path that'll bring you right back to me. So hush now, baby, don't you cry. 'Cause there's someone down there waiting whose only goal in life is making sure you're always gonna be alright. A loving angel, tender, tough and strong. Come on, child, it's time to meet your mom. Yeah, thank you. So glad I made it through it. Whew, that's a rough one. But okay, I got another song for the moms. This is one I've played before. It's a little perkier. So yeah, here we go. This is something for all of you mothers, anyone who's been a mother to me. There we go. Oh wait, I need my capo. Sorry. There we go. When someone does me a little favor, like saving me a jelly bean in my favorite flavor, I'm so grateful, so very grateful. I say thank you, thank you, thank you. If you pass me the mashed potatoes and remember to put the gravy on the side, I'm so grateful, so very grateful. I say thank you, thank you, thank you. Show a little gratitude to make someone smile. It's worth your while and so easy to do. Just a little thank you, maybe all they need to be guaranteed to redo their good deed for someone new. If you should want me, watch out, don't step in that. Well, tell me I've got some spinach stuck between my teeth. I'm so grateful, so very grateful. I say thank you, thank you, thank you. Show a little gratitude, make someone smile. It's worth your while, and so easy to do. When I wake up and walk outside each day, the earth, the sun, the sky, they just blow me away. I'm so grateful, eternally grateful. I say thank you, thank you, thank you. I say thank you, thank you, thank you. I say thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, gracias, danke, and merci beaucoup, arigato. That's I say thanks to you. Como wo yo, shukran, salamat, niya, bonga, kia ora. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, Daniel. Beautiful.
Thank you, guys.
Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Oh, well, Dr. Cyrus also sent me a Mother's Day song that Shabnam did. So I'm going to try to share this now. Let's see if this works. Okay. Bear with me one sec. Let's see if we can make it happen. Did everybody see it on the screen? Okay. Hold on. I don't think I turned on the music. Hold on one sec. Try this again. Okay. Okay. Still see it? Okay, good. All right, let's see if we can hear it too.
Happy Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day. I sing this song because I love you. Happy Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day. I am so grateful for you. You give me love and help me grow. So this I want you to know. I appreciate everything that you do. Happy Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day. I sing this song because I love you. Happy Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day. I am so grateful for you. You give me love. You give me love. And help me grow. Help me grow. So this I want. This I want you to know. You to know. I appreciate everything. Everything that you do. Happy Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day. I sing this song because I love you. Happy Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day. I am so grateful for you. Happy Mother's Day.
Very nice. Thank you, Dr. Cyrus, for sharing that. That was amazing. Okay, friends, I know we're coming to the end of our hour together, but I thought I'd open up and see, does anybody have any other prayers, thoughts, or reflections that they'd like to share? Okay, last chance. Oh, Tamara, please, and Dr. Cyrus, yes.
Well, first of all, thank you, Jason. The program was so beautiful. I mean, it's really it's a great reminder how it's this our reality, the spiritual reality is what we need to take care of and focus on, and that's what makes us actually happy. And well done on all the selections. I love them. Sorry, I came in a little bit late. And Daniel, I am so grateful for you. You made me cry, big time. So I always. appreciate that tender softness in you. So thank you, and you made it really great for all of us to celebrate our Mother's Day. And thank you for being so genuine. I really truly appreciate you. Thank you, Jason.
Dr. Cyrus? Oh, sorry, let me unmute you, Dr. Cyrus, one sec. Sorry, bear with us 1 second, Doctor. Oh, there you go, Dr. Cyrus. Your mic is open.
Yes, the commandment to be happy or to forgive or to be strong is really for the purpose of fighting the world of nature when there is every reason to be unhappy and weak and unforgiving. So that also reminded me of the fire tablet, and don't become nervous. That's a long tablet. I'm not planning on reading it today, but Baha'u'llah towards the end says, when the shaft flies, move forward. When the sword's, attacking you, just don't be afraid and move on. And this is a kind of a beautiful, very tender tablet from Abdul Baha, reminding all of us and myself of the situation in the spiritual world. Do you know in what cycle ye are created, and in what age ye exist? This is the age of the blessed perfection, and this is the time of the greatest name. This is the century of manifestation, the age of the sun, the horizons, and the beautiful springtime of His Holiness, the Eternal One. The earth is in motion and growth. The mountains, hills, and prairies are green and pleasant. The bounty is overflowing. The mercy is universal. The rain is descending from the clouds of mercy. The brilliant sun is shining. The full moon is ornamenting the horizon of ether. The great ocean tide is flooding every little stream. The gifts are successive, the favors consecutive, and the refreshing breeze is blowing, wafting the fragrant perfume of the blossoms. Boundless treasures is in the hand of the kings of kings. Lift the hem of thy garment in order to receive it. If you're not happy and joyous at this season, for what other season shall we wait? And for what other time shall we look? This is the time for growing, the season for joyous gathering. Take the cup of the testament in thy hand. Leap and dance with ecstasy in the triumphal procession of the covenant. Lay your confidence in the everlasting bounty. Turn to the presence of the generous God. Ask assistance from the kingdom of Abha. Seek confirmation from the supreme world. Turn thy vision to the horizon of eternal wealth and pray for help from the source of mercy. It's a little bit longer, but I'll stop here. And I send it to you, so if you want to share it with the friends.
Thank you, Dr. Cyrus. It's wonderful. Oh, and I noticed that my mom, Deb, has her hand up. So Mom, go ahead.
I have a short prayer from Abdul Baha. for mothers. It says, "O ye loving mothers, know ye that in God's sight, the best of all ways to worship him is to educate the children and train them in all the perfections of humankind, and no nobler deed than this can be imagined." The end.
Thank you. Beautiful. Well, friends, does anyone have any other comments or reflections to share before we wrap up?
One comment. I would really encourage the friends to participate in the IPP sponsored the devotional on Saturday mornings. We need everybody's support to make this a really sustainable and successful endeavor. So please, see you Saturday at 9 o'clock.
Wonderful. Thank you, Dr. Cyrus. And yes, the IPP has been a wonderful, wonderful thing during social distancing, and we continue to deepen our relationship with them and build really strong bridges there, I feel like. Daniel Nazari, did you have your hand too?
Jason, that segment you read was from Baha'u'llah. Was it from Baha'u'llah?
Which one?
The one you read about sadness and how can affect you. The sadness, how can...
Yes. That's right. That was from... Yes.
Yes, it's really true. Now, he said that like 200 years ago. See, if you are sad, if you are unhappy, you cannot make good decision for yourself. You cannot make good decisions or right decision for your family and even your country. You know, some governments, they just keep the people sad, depressed. You know, I came from a country, you know, they don't show any movie if you know, they had to make you cry, had to make you depressed. Never see a real comedy over there, for example, to laugh, to have joy, you know, some countries. So some government even controlling people by making them depressed, sad. I just wanted to share that.
Wow, it's a really powerful insight, you know, Daniel, to think about that. I never thought about it that way, but it is a way to control people by not allowing them to be happy, to be joyful, thank you. Yes, that is a quote from Abdul Baha. It starts with, "Joy gives us wings." So even if you just put into Google, "Joy gives us wings," Abdul Baha, anyone should be able to find that quote as well. Daniel, I'll send it to you. I'll email it to you as well.
Yeah.
Very good.
Jason,
sorry. Go ahead, Dr. Cyrus.
This also has effect on our physical. Our immune system is far more active and fighting diseases when we're happy and full of energy. When you're down and depressed, you're much more susceptible to dangerous illnesses and diseases.
It's true. And there's been more and more research that's been over the past 50 years that's been confirming that very powerfully, haven't they? Of course, the power of prayer and meditation as well, and somewhat, you know, related. And so it's another good reason. Very good. Other thoughts or reflections? We can have more before we wrap up. It's we're all here together. Okay. Well, friends, thank you so much for being here. Wonderful to share Sunday morning with you as always. And yes, for all the mothers, especially, have a happy Mother's Day. And yes, thank you for everything that you've done and contributed, and we love you all. And thank you, and we'll see you next Sunday. All right.
Hi, everybody.
Happy Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day. Allah Abha.
Allah
Abha. Allah Abha. There you go. Happy Mother's Day.
Mother.
Happy Mother's Day.
Nobody wants to leave.
Bye all.
Yes, nobody wants to leave.
Okay, see you next Sunday.
Bye.
See you.